Alright, we are back. So let's see what's happening. Okay, so we have people from the other stage joining this one. That's fine. Hello. Okay, so we have Ivan here. And let's see. So has the final started? Not quite. Let's.
I think they got 5 minutes break.
Perfect. So it gives us a chance to check who won the other game. So it's Lannister Many-Faced God, played by Jim Hansen in the finals. So you watched the other game, right?
Yeah.
So how did that one go?
It finished on time 13 to 11.
All right. So
Yeah.
I was saying how Martell has time these days to turn it around, but looks like it doesn't happen every time.
Yeah, it was a very close game, actually very well played from both of them. So yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, I played against Jim in the Swiss, and it was quite a disaster for me. So I had Storm's End on setup, right? And I thought, okay, I can absorb all the military claim from Clansman, especially round 1, where you just turn it into power, and there is basically no penalty even with claim raise. And got Storm's End nightmares for the first 2 rounds, and just never recovered after that.
Oh, you played Baratheon Summer, right?
Yes.
That doesn't... How does it deal with pressure? It doesn't, right?
Baratheon Summer, okay, it's not too bad military pressure. If you have Storm's End, you just turn it into power, right? And characters have Traitor to the Crown on them, so usually you're able to control that. There's some control if the game goes past the first 2 rounds, which usually happens. You get Silisi, you get Robert, and but the jumpers are annoying, right? Because it's difficult to control them once you are past marshalling phase. Then you have Heron Hall and stuff, and yeah, gets difficult. And I think Martell would be a handful too with all the Dornish spice and stuff like that. But yeah, with the lack of power icons and no Iron Throne in this game, I think I would have liked to play against some Martell, but yeah, wasn't to be in this tournament, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I played only one yesterday, but I also played half Martell, so... And now we wait.
Okay, so if anyone else, of course, wants to join us, you can do so. Just join the voice channel, we'll be here, and hopefully not too much lag for the final. And it's about to start. Okay, so we have a password to stop people joining, and I guess they will be invited to watch the stream instead. Sucks for the few that will miss out, of course, that are not on this Discord.
Are you gonna share it with me, or should I watch your stream? Do you have delay?
I will share the password with you if they give me the password, of course, so that you can join the game as well. Because I think if you watch the stream, you're going to be behind, right? Usually there's a bit of delay.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm asking. Depends how much you put.
I did not put any delay, but I think there is some anyway by default. Not sure.
Oh my god, Americans are not gonna shut up if Jim wins.
Yeah, good showing from them here. Some nice results. Yeah. I think most players want Martell to lose this one. Had that feeling all day and yesterday as well. People are just complaining about Martell Knights of the Hollow Hill.
I mean, it's obnoxious.
Yeah, it is, to be fair, it is pretty nasty, but I think the other two, right, the 2 top decks, Tyrell Lion and Lannister Free Companies are just so tough as well, and less controlly, but it doesn't really get on my nerves any more than those 2 decks, so.
Yep. Oh, there was Stark Brotherhood without banners?
Yes, I did not see it in the tournament, but I played in testing. I met it one time. I think it was based on wildlings and had some claim reigns from the Stark events and Last Heart Scouts and
He beat
Jason.
Matt, so one of Matt was his versus him.
Hmm.
Oh, you made it to the top 32? Great.
Yeah, just about won the first four, but then went completely downhill.
I mean, you win the first four and go rest. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, the pressure was off, but I did want to win. So I remember there were 4 undefeated players after 4 rounds, and 2 of them were Martell Knights of the Hollow Hill, and unfortunately I couldn't draw. Those 2 had to play against Tyrell, and then yeah, after losing that, got paired with the Lanny Clansman that we were about to see in the final, and then another Lannister. So it's a tough end to the tournament, but yeah, pretty happy with making it anyway. It's 3 in a row now. Last year's Worlds and Stalek in between, so I think only Argento is the only other player who has made it all 3 times. So didn't really get close to winning any of them, but okay, some consistency at least to be proud of.
Oh yeah.
Hello, guys.
Hello, who do we have joining us?
It's Magnus Sandelin-Nyhagen.
Hello. So
Hello, guys.
how are we doing this final? So there's a password. Will we be receiving the password to join the game?
Yes, I have the password, so I can just forward it to you.
Okay.
So let me just find here. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, and then you send it to Ivan as well so that he can
Yes, I'll send it to Ivan. And I think also Hannes is gonna join, don't you think?
join. Yeah, that would be perfect. So I will
Hannes.
just hide the picture for this one. Just a second. I have this little online worlds banner that I've put on. Hopefully that's correct.
Yeah, and the game is on now, so I don't know if you've joined yet. I mean, yeah, you're joined. Perfect.
I'm in. And here we go. Yeah, hope it goes better. So we have Lanny Clansman now. That's going to be annoying for the reset control. It's going to try to keep characters out of the board. Has Harrenhal, has Lionstar, but there are cancels for those locations and cancels for the return to hand events, or effects, I should say. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Ivan just saw the same matchup just now, so maybe you have some insight for us, Ivan.
I mean, looking at this beast setup, I'm not sure what to tell you guys. Jim's plot deck is very interesting. It does what it has to do.
So has to play Summer Harvest, right, for the economy. You can't play Kingdoms, and that's going to hit Exchange for only 5 gold if he does it in round 1. So he doesn't do it.
Yeah, last time he did it, he did again Builder, and then went into Summer Harvest into Morgulis, which was very weird. But we'll see how he's gonna do now. Oh, but now he has better setup than last time. So.
Yeah, that Mountains of the Moon is going to be really nice here. So Martell, you know, is struggling with power icons, and Clansmen are just going to grab the power icons and then concentrate on that challenge most of all.
Yeah, and Jim found Harrenhal and Harrenhal at least very very late, and both of them, Lannister and Harrenhal, very late last game. I think so, at least. I was back and forth, so maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, it was right, but One Star won him the game because he could put characters without paying for them and had enough for dominance last few rounds. So, yeah.
So, guys, are you surprised to see a Lannister deck in the final, or this kind of Lannister deck? We might have suspected that Free Components would do very well, but yeah, I'm at least a bit surprised to have one in the finals.
Yeah, a bit surprised there. Clansmen are solid, but not the top deck. I think most people were not expecting this. But with the jumpers, yeah, it's annoying for the reset control for sure.
Yeah, first of all, like Mountains of the Moons helps a lot because the icon control on the board, and then Many-Faced God cancels most of the icon control as well. Because you have a lot of different characters. At some point in the previous game, the Tattered Prince was on top for 3 rounds, and Jim on purpose didn't kill anything, so he has access to 3 icons and the Renown. And that put additional pressure on the game.
Thinking no lag. Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see what finds its way on top of the death pile first. Character with the power icon would be useful, obviously. And so I have not seen, when I played against it, I did not see the army, the Halfman's Horde. That is a good character to have on top of the death pile.
It was so crucial.
So it is in the deck, okay.
Yeah.
It is in the deck. It was 1 turn on the top of the deck, and then the Martell player put Secret Pact on some Clansman, I don't remember which one, and then Jim gave it no attachments.
Yeah, that's nice.
To ruin the plans.
No attachments, and of course Intimidate and Assault, right? So you can Assault Dorn, get 1 challenge where it doesn't draw, and you intimidate defenders.
It was very good. And the army by itself, it was very good as well. Oh.
Well, no claim raise on this one. And 6 gold, so I guess we're in Varys territory, but Brand the Builder will hit twice here, probably.
Maybe more. I would say 3 times, because the Painted Dogs are gonna stand like Clansman.
Yeah, but it has limit too, so it can only hit twice.
Alright. Does it? Oh yeah.
Nice card to get into Discord pile for Martell. And there goes Lannister. So the thing is, Mad King's Command, right? It's in the deck and it is going to reduce the locations, but if you keep Harrenhal and Lionstar, that's really strong after Mad King's Command for Lannister here.
Military with Gunther for 1 more card.
Okay, so what's your call? Who wins? Who's going to be world champion?
Very close game, honestly.
Personally, I would Pierre to win this because I know him and he's coming to Norway this summer and would be awesome to have a world champion, but present or another one. But I really think this Lannister deck, like it can do so much, and it can just keep his hand. And then yeah, it's only 1 round that's really troublesome with Mad King's Command. And the rest is kind of decent for Lannister, I think. So yeah, sorry.
He's on you win or you die is restricted, so
yeah.
And that's the only draw, really, right? So once he's forced to play that, and if he's not winning the game, but then it's going to be a setback. So I would expect that to be round 6 and then again round 8.
Yeah.
Okay, Hota in the first round. But, I mean, the greatest threat to Martell is Pierre Melling himself, right?
Yeah.
We will never forget that, so...
I think he was down to 6 in the semifinals.
Wasn't it 3?
Possibly, yeah.
Or 6?
6 when I got disconnected, anyway. missed the last challenge.
So it was that close. Oh.
Well, see, he spent the gold here, so I guess we're not going into Varys.
Oh, that hurt.
Good move.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
that's
how did he kill Hota?
with
He
Timid.
jumped in Burned Men, so he got 4 Clansmen in play.
But-
So his kills with, isn't it printed cost? Yeah, printed cost number of Clansmen. So it's printed cost 3. And it's 3 Clansmen in play.
Oh, that's on the power challenge. Okay, yeah, I missed.
I was surprised at first myself.
And what did he drew from Brand the Builder? Gold Road. Okay.
No Harrenhal at least, but so now what? Do we have the usual Martell tactics, play another draw plot, or do we have a reset? Okay, so the Stranger doesn't work, so it has to be Morghulis if it's anything, but it's a bit early.
Definitely Morghulis. No, definitely Morghulis.
Oh, and Summer Harvest. This is
Again. Second time in a row.
Like, hey, it happens. We all know it happens.
Well, it got him to the final, so who are we to love, right?
Yeah.
And he puts Gunther on top, not Timet. Same trade, different icons.
I think he wants to resurrect Gunther. Because Gunther puts a lot of pressure on the Martell hand. He's playing close call. So Jimmy's pot deck is Builder, Summer Harvest, Retaliation, You Win or You Die, March for Snow, and close call.
Right, and on the other side we have Exchange twice, we have Coppers, we have Morghulis, the Stranger, Mad King's Command, and March to the Wall.
Yeah. So they're all playing the same deck, same pot deck. I mean, I assume Martell Knight of the Whole Hill is solved, more or less.
I think, well, the plot deck for Alex and Pierre is identical. Not sure if all the cards, not sure if Alex played the Tattered Prince. He did, right? Yeah, so might be the exact same deck.
Right, Traps, best pot wine ever.
Oh, Lannister. There is, trouble coming for Pierre.
There are at least 2 seized in the Martell deck.
Yeah, the previous one played at least 2. We saw 2. So
Yeah, I think this is very important to find the maybe both of them pretty early to like stop this Lannister and Harrenhal. Because from what I saw in last game, when they arrived, it added a threat instantly. So yeah, let's see. In the chat, is it Netrunner? Okay.
Yeah, not quite. So this is, just for anyone who doesn't know, it's the final of the online World Championship for Game of Thrones card game 2nd edition. And we have the United States of America versus France here.
Yeah, sorry for laughing it away there.
I mean, it makes sense to be US versus Europe always.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from Stalek, I don't think they managed to get to finals.
Well, we almost had against China against France again. I mean, we had it last year. We had it in the World Cup final, and then if Lin hadn't just made it, no, it would have been US versus China. Okay, But we could have almost had France versus China again. That's actually the big fight, I would say.
Okay, so
Vengeance.
what was the plan here? Why did he put 2 characters into the Intrigue Challenge to win by 5?
No idea.
Well, I guess he's
So
still doing
maybe
Royal 3.
something doesn't get removed, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, running away a bit with power again. But okay, the hand is getting thin. Now characters can return, of course, so you can reuse them. Ah,
Oof.
His voice quite precise. Okay. This is always so annoying that someone can look at your hand.
I mean, I would have done it on the power challenge. Oh, he has another painted dogs. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Because now painted dog is gonna go back to hand, stand Shagan, he's gonna do the power challenge as well. No? Okay. Oh, March. Sure? Yeah, March makes sense. Are you gonna see retaliation now? Or first no?
Secret schemes
No,
get
close call. Close call.
discarded.
That's a
Yeah, he
strange
wants to
discard.
be really, really sure that he doesn't mill himself, so get rid of all the secret schemes right away.
Perfect call, Hannes. Probably.
So Jim is on close call, definitely. Yeah, and March.
March, yeah.
it's a military
that's
Monocon on top. Wants to get rid of it, but now Gunther is on top. Well, actually, it depends what he removes here. Ah, he leaves it on top. Doesn't want to mess with that, just wants to get Tiamat back so that he can be replayed.
Oh, interesting. Also, looks like he has Tiamat then.
Yeah, okay. Usually when I see these decks, it's one copy of Tiamat, so maybe things has changed lately, or maybe it's just me that's been
No,
looking at the
it's
wrong decks.
3. It's
Is
3.
it 3? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
All
3.
right.
At least we saw dupes in the previous games, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the dupe.
Oh, I like the card. Aggro.
Now what to do with 11 gold? Seems like secret schemes would have been useful.
Looks like he has another one.
Ah, right, just draws through, so it's not the best time.
Yeah, but this is safety, you know. Draw 2, maximum 3 cards. Not to mill himself. This is all according to plan. I'm not sure if I would discard 1 secret schemes if I hadn't had 2 in my hand. To be honest.
I mean, his hand could be like Hand's Judgment, Varys, Giants, Secret Pact, for example, like stuff that he doesn't want to discard, and it helps. So.
Okay, secret pact on painted dogs. All right.
That doesn't do anything.
No, he's just gonna take him back to hand after the Hoffman sword has made a challenge. So this is, can it be yeah,
You cannot ambush it back, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Yeah.
So intrigue.
Madness saves 8 gold, by the way. It is plenty to make makes something to happen at least.
One vengeance gone, no burning on the sand gone yet.
No.
Yeah, so in the semifinals we saw quite a struggle towards the end with the power icons. Couldn't really, with all the tricks, couldn't really close it quickly. And with Lannister running ahead here and Mountains of the Moon, it's going to be even more difficult. But I think you win or you die is the key plot here, right? So when that gets played and hand is gone, if there's no dupes in play and you still have resets, then it could turn around.
Interesting, he took the intrigue without anything, like a mad what. What does that tell us?
Well, Gold and Donny Spy could have been ambushed here. So after the challenges are gone, here we go again. And this one gets cancelled. After the challenges are gone, we could... That's 3 of them. We could see something being ambushed to set up a stranger. But the spread of costs here is decent enough. Last of the giants into Mag the Mighty.
Possible, but I think he can defend Mac. Oh no, he's just exactly.
Well, dominance goes through. No tricks. 8 gold wasted. And we play on.
Best goat.
So no Dawn is really bad for Pierre, I think.
Okay, second exchange. So copper still to come, and he needs to hold it here. Below 10 possibly, or below...
There is a Tattered Prince, so he's playing it.
Yeah. Needs to survive, I think, until that you win or you die gets played.
Well, Jim gives him the Tattered Prince and Blood Orange Grove and Hand Judgment. Because he wants those icons on top. One way or another.
So it would probably be good if he gets something on the board that stays on the board for Pierre, and that he can then play the Stranger again to kill the Horde. But then again, it turns up in the dead pile, and he can give its icons. So both is not ideal.
I don't think he has a 6 cost to kill the Horde.
He just can choose the Horde itself, and then
Oh yeah.
he just needs one character of his own on his side of the board, and then the plot will trigger.
Yeah.
This guy.
So,
And there goes Mac.
okay. House Dane, Escort, and Mag the Mighty. And it's also marshaled. That's beautiful.
That Danish court is not surviving.
Probably not.
Oh boy. But I think Jim is on nightmares, so or treachery.
Yes,
He's
and
on bot.
6 gold. So, yeah, I think that this will be hard to like attack or defend for Mad here. 6 gold and okay, he only have 3 cards in hand. I forgot about that. So Lannister and 6 gold should be something, right?
Painted dogs. 3 challenges with painted dogs. Or more.
Yeah, it's awkward. He's doing a challenge, so that's if that's unopposed, it's just giving another power on the faction card for the 2 claim to take back.
So we hope he has burning. But yeah, it doesn't matter if the even if the intimidate hits, the painted dog is gonna stand the half main cost. So and it's gonna survive.
Yeah, and he can be careful as well. He can just jump out with make an intrigue icon and try to hit something in his hand that Mad needs. So yeah. But yeah, Mag is in play. Wonderful wonderful card.
Depends how much he has in hand. He may be gonna get marched. Oh no, he's gonna get killed now. For sure. Hey, wait, what happened with the... Oh, he doesn't have intimidate without the...
Yes, nobody
You
knows
can
that
guess
because
I've never played him without giants.
Never, no one has ever seen Mag the Mighty been marshaled normally, just Last of the Giants. So yeah, he doesn't have Intimidate.
That's a good discard. I mean, not what he wants to see, but it's a good discard.
Yeah, so there is still theoretical possibility at least that he plays in Duran's name and then Last of the Giants into Varys in dominance here. All 3 cards are in the deck.
Yep. Oh, the Endurance name was freed? I forgot about that.
Yes, it's available. Now it competes with the faction card nil, of course, with Secret Schemes, but it is available.
And now we have Renown on top of the deck. Did the March go? March is done. So these guys come. Faction new for Renown. No? I would give myself Renown here.
maybe he doesn't realize that.
No, he's not gonna miss that.
You're right.
Oh, he's at 13.
Maybe burning now.
Oh, 14! Sorry. He's gonna get dominance as well.
Yeah, in 30 minutes that's not going to get turned around.
Oh, 30 minutes is more than enough, but depends on the hand.
No, it's so slow. It's such a slow deck. It's not doing the power challenges and it's not doing 3 unopposed. I think if it's 14-0, it's not turning it
So
around.
next one is you win or you die.
So he has Morgulis, and what's the last one? First Snow.
He doesn't have Morgulis.
Ah, okay. So first Snow and
oh, maybe he does.
Marched, right?
So he has marched for Snow.
Yeah, and you win or you die. So he probably
you win
just
or you die.
plays
Yeah.
first Snow. Why not? He has the 2 locations or the Lion Star at the moment anyway.
I would play you win or you die here. just to solidify my win. Yep.
Yeah, without the stranger being able to play it, well, this is gonna be a challenge to block that. He doesn't even need a power challenge. He just needs to get a military challenge through with Renown.
I mean, it doesn't matter any challenge.
Any challenge, basically.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Coppers doesn't give that much gold, so
5, 9? 9 is respectable.
you can take some icons, but then Mountains of the Moon and Painted Dogs escapes. You can play Lysa with Last of the Giants, remove the army maybe.
There we go. So Tyrion finally enters play. So this is, yeah, we didn't get Martell world champion this time either. And I saw what you posted earlier, Mia, about the restricted list and about what decks are or factions are doing best. And it's by far those who has least restricted cards, which
Yeah,
no
Lannister
surprise.
has nose, and it's doing really well. Martell has one, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't they have a pot? I mean, they have pots.
They have some pots, yeah. I took the screenshot of the lower part, where it's just the cards that are
Yeah,
restricted.
it was it was a cool image. So and we see these two finalists here with
Where did you
nada.
post it, Miha? I want to read. I don't think I read that. Sounds interesting.
No, it's just an image of the restricted list. It's on the Discord. It's on the card committee channel, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it should be there. Yeah, but it's pretty clever.
That doesn't work. Why did he put it there? There is no attachments on Mac.
No, neither Hoffman sword either, so yeah, wouldn't matter. So he could have saved that reduce from water gardens for sure. But yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't think it would matter either way. He's gonna.
oh, it says Tyrion. Yeah. I was about to say that Painted Dogs cannot stand Tyrion, but they can, so.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, this could help. Can it actually?
No,
Nah, it's not enough.
It cannot, because he can fetch.
Yeah, Painted Dogs come in and out, and the agenda gives an icon, and Mountains of the Moon give an icon when they come back.
He already used the agenda on Tyrion.
Yeah, but he still has. Yeah, okay.
He has two military icons now.
Has 4 gold, so it's still possible to not see any power icons here, but.
He just needs to win a challenge.
Yeah.
So I say, if Pierre still pulls this off, I will stop making jokes about him milling himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he cannot mill himself if he doesn't have a chance to mill himself. So.
He always has.
Yeah, I don't think Pierre found the important pieces, so Varys would have been good. He didn't have Dawn,
so he took.
That's really bad.
But where did he took military from?
From Tyrion, right?
Yeah, but Tyrion has 2.
Yeah, maybe he didn't realize that.
And well played.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got a new world champion, guys.
That
GG.
was one-sided of all the games we covered and watched in the cut. I think this is the only one-sided one on this channel, so a bit unfortunate, but very nice win here for Lannister. Very well played.
Now we need to restrict them.
Well, they were left alone, right? Well, not this deck as much. The pre-companies deck that was tier 1 was left completely alone, and Martell was even strengthened. So I think the next one that comes will deal with Martell a little bit and Lannister probably, and the others maybe will be left alone this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can unrestrict a little bit Nightwatch cards.
Which one do you like? Well, there could be a pod with Great Ranging and Satin instead of just being restricted altogether.
Oh, I'm fine with them not being restricted. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't play any of them, but Satin is restricted and it triggers me. Because it's like a chud that I just play with some benefits.
Yeah, he has... the stewards are kind of weak, right, on their own, and there's two that are annoying. The Jon Snow and Great Ranging. Now they also have the Maester guy, what's he called? Samuel. He's a steward, right? So those
Yep.
are worth standing. And it is a strong stand effect, very cheap and efficient.
Yeah, so congratulations to Jim Hansen, our new online world champion with Lannister Many-Faced God. Probably not something that many expected. Congrats also to Pierre for making amazing second place with Martell Hollow Hill. And maybe also a shout out to Miguel Molines, who was the only one able to defeat Jim in this tournament. So he didn't make it himself to the cut, but he was the only one defeating our champion. So congrats for that as well.
In the very first round. Nice.
So, question, what card is he gonna make now? It's gonna be a Quansman? It's gonna be a Quansman what? I mean, it should be a Quansman. I will be very angry if it's not a Quansman card.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision, right, that players have. Do they make the card that kind of represents the deck that won them the tournament? Or most, I guess, would want a neutral card instead of an infection one so that it can be played by more people.
I mean, it could be a pot that works with Quansman.
Yeah, could be.
But not connected to Quansman, right? That type of shenanigans.
So let's see Jim's...
or an agenda.
He's not
best,
really...
best thing, agenda. New agenda.
Jim is not really a loyalist. I'm just looking at his stats. So he plays every faction except one. No orange color here. So does not play Martell. Must have felt nice to win this one. There's a few banner lions here. So I guess Lannister is his preferred faction.
One is Stark Tyrell.
Okay, so anything else you guys would like to add about this World Championship?
Yeah, I want to ask you, okay, of the decks, let's say maybe of those who made the cut. So apart from strength, which do you think was the most unusual build that you may want to call out? Not for strength per se, but say, hey, adding something fresh or unusual to the mix.
For me, I'm surprised White Book made it this far. And then the Trident deck maybe is the most interesting one. The Martell Trident.
Yeah, so there were two Tyrell White Box actually. So this one in the semifinals and the King of Swiss. So looks like that's pretty strong, and it did better than Tyrell Lion, which was what I was thinking would come out of Tyrell.
I got crushed by two Tyrell Lions, so or one Tyrell was one. I don't care. It was that shadow bullshit.
I played against it in round 1. It was alright.
Did Radek made the cut?
Yes. Lost in the top 32.
To Marcel. Yeah. So I would basically I would call out the Baratheon free companies. I think that went to the extended cut.
Right. So I think Simone played in the playtesting event with Smuggler Army. So was this a Smuggler's deck, maybe?
Yes. Yeah, there was a Smuggler's deck. So, and it was really nice. And then he lost to Knights of the Hollow Hill. Also, yeah, close one, I think. But that looked like a really cool and unusual deck. But I also agree that The Martell Trident is also nice, but I think this Bara Smugglers taking it to the cut in a World Championship is really well done.
I hope he released that deck. I would be very interested to see it.
Yeah, and
Actually.
the next pack, of course, has a big character for that deck, so should get stronger. And good to see finally being played competitively and getting a result here. And Baratheon in general, so we had Brotherhood Without Banners deck again in a big tournament. You don't see it played between these big tournaments a lot, but every time someone shows up with it and did very well. And a couple of people have been asking about the Stark Brotherhood deck, so that's a really unusual combination, right? And unfortunately I did not record any game of that, but sounds like a very interesting deck.
Yeah, that's a good call. I didn't see anything, so it's like I couldn't call it out as well. But maybe Dominic might be willing to share it. Maybe even come to the friendly council. I don't know, Dominic, if you're listening, but we would like to have some interest. And I fear we also will have to make a Martell 3-1 there just
yeah,
because it's ubiquitous now.
Yeah, it's one of the main archetypes, right? So can't really avoid it forever.
Yeah, Robs also said Lamy Alliance with Kohar, I think from Aaron. I was just very briefly in the match. I also didn't see what it actually does, but I think it was Banner Wolf Kohar. Also probably unusual, also a cool build, so would also be super interesting to see a deck list there or to see it again in a different tournament.
Yeah, so that was my loss in the top 32, and I have it on I'm not sure if I'm going to release these that I recorded without commentary. It was a really nice deck, so I was dominating that game with all of my control. Basically was leading, I think it was 11-7 before the last round, and I played Grand Melee thinking, okay, he's not going to come back from that with the extra restriction, right, from the plot. And then round 7 he Valors himself and I win the game. And just with the loaded up Iron Bank and a full hand, he marshals 5 of those fast Aether type characters with Renown and just completely dominates the challenger's phase and gets to 15. So that was really nice. So it's basically Tyrell Lion Rush, like the one that won one of the world championships back in the day, but now with added 3 companies, which can get you some Bagging Brothers, get you some Seized, and the draw Chad that Lannister has sees something that just keeps filtering the deck. It's a really nice one. And another unusual deck I see here, so the Martell Reigns. That's not a popular combination.
I would say it's only the agenda. So I got completely lost devastatingly to that, but it was basically get the Martell family together and then Doran's game and the Viper. So that was similar to some of the Martell War decks, just that it played a different agenda. So it felt very similar to the loss I had to the Martell Wars deck. It was basically
interesting. Took a while for Martell Reigns to do something. I remember when Reigns was released very early in the game, right? It was first cycle or something like that. People were immediately saying, okay, this is going to be good for Martell and Lannister. They have the intrigue icons, they can dominate the intrigue challenges, and Martell Reigns just never was a deck. Lannister was more, of course, but Martell never happened for them. And good to see it doing well.
Okay, guys, I'm leaving you to finish the commentary. Great job by the organizer from me, and we'll see you at Stalek, probably.
Yes, thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And okay, so anything else, Hannes, that we should talk about?
No, I would just say thank you, first of all, to all the organizers, and I want to say especially thanks to Dennis, who's been the driving force. I think without him, this event wouldn't have happened. To be honest, also last year's Worlds was the same. So he kept the whole organizing team together. He had the focus and everything. So Thank you so much, Dennis, and then thank also to Magnus and everybody who helped, like Johannes and Francisco were super helpful with judging. Thanks to you for streaming, and then of course thanks to all the players to make this a great event. And so that in addition to the live plays, we can come also together from all the countries, also have the Chinese on board. And yeah, that's I think a great experience. And yeah, then I'm done and saying thank you. And for everyone, have a nice evening or night or morning wherever you are.
Yes, I would go along with that. So I was a little bit disappointed by the numbers here. I thought last year we got over 90, so we matched that again, since I think slightly more players are playing in the other events than they were last year. And game is relatively healthy despite the Martell stuff on this occasion. And but okay, it's hopefully one of the reasons why this happened is because people want to play in person again, and yeah, not really that much into this online play. So hopefully the in-person World Championship coming up in November is a nice event with a huge number of players. And so let's take this opportunity also, of course, to announce that in a few weeks' time we should be getting the new expansion, the Spoils of War. Let me show you here. Is close to being released, so just a few cards still need to be finalized, and that should be a nice addition to the card pool. And then we'll see what we can do over the summer if the friendly open events are coming back. And I will personally, I really enjoyed the 8 regions last year, so I will push for that to come back as well if we can make it happen. So everyone, hopefully you will join us in the future events as well. And let that be it. So thank you for joining us all on this occasion, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.